Have you ever felt someone slowly pulling away from you without giving any reason? Have you ever wondered why people reply late, avoid eye contact, or suddenly act cold, like your presence stopped mattering? And somewhere in your mind, maybe this thought came too. Why do people treat others with value but ignore me? What if the truth is darker than you think? Because sometimes, being ignored has nothing to do with your worth, and everything to do with their psychology. And there are some questions which comes to everyone's mind. Why do some people ignore you even when they clearly need you? Also, why do people become distant the moment you stop giving them attention? And why do people ignore those who make them feel insecure without saying a word? Today, we will answer all these questions, one by one. Let's start the video. Question 1. Why do some people ignore you even when they clearly need you? Sometimes people ignore you not because they don't value you, but because they fear how much they actually do. And while you're hearing this, maybe this thought is crossing your mind too. But why would someone ignore what they need? Here's the dark truth. Some people are afraid of emotional dependence. They don't want to feel weak, attached, or vulnerable. So what do? They distance themselves before you get too close. People also ignore you when they don't know how to communicate their own feelings. Maybe they feel embarrassed. Maybe they feel exposed. Maybe they feel you're reading them too clearly. And yes, this thought may have popped into your head too. Maybe they stay away because they feel I understand them more than they want. Some people also use silence as control. By ignoring you, they create emotional confusion. Confusion gives them power. Power gives them ego. But the deepest reason? You remind them of something they're trying to avoid inside themselves. Your presence touches their insecurities. Your personality triggers their weaknesses. Your clarity exposes their confusion. So instead of facing you, they disappear. But question 2 is even more shocking because it reveals why people ignore you the moment you stop giving them attention. Question 2. Why do people become distant when you stop giving attention? Have you ever noticed? The moment you stop texting first, calling first, or checking on someone, they suddenly act like you don't exist. And maybe this thought came to your mind too. Did they care only when I gave them attention? The truth is brutal. Some people treat your attention like oxygen, not because they love you, but because it feeds their ego. They become addicted to being noticed. They love the feeling that someone is always thinking about them. But the moment you stop giving them this constant supply of validation, they feel something missing. But instead of fixing the relationship, they pretend they don't care. This fake indifference is their defense mechanism. Another dark psychology reason is that people use attention as their measure of worth. If you stop giving attention, they feel replaced. And that triggers jealousy, insecurity, and fear. And maybe this thought is coming to your mind right now. So people ignore me because they think I'm no longer focused on them? Yes. People who depend on your attention often disappear when it stops. Because without your attention, they lose their identity. But question 3 cuts even deeper, revealing why your confidence makes some people avoid you completely. Question 3. Why do people ignore those who make them feel insecure? Ever walked into a room and felt someone avoid you, even though you did nothing wrong? And maybe this thought crossed your mind too. Why do they act weird around me? Some people ignore you because you intimidate them, silently. Your confidence, your way of thinking, your emotional strength. It makes them compare themselves to you. and the comparison hurts. People ignore what makes them uncomfortable. And nothing is more uncomfortable than someone who triggers your insecurities. You might not be rich, famous, or powerful, but you carry qualities they don't have. Maybe you think deeper. Maybe you stand stronger. Maybe you don't break easily. People sense that. And the moment they sense it, their mind whispers, "Stay away." They see through you. Your existence becomes a mirror that reflects their fears, flaws, and weaknesses. They avoid you not because you are less, but because you are too much. They feel judged even when you say nothing. They feel exposed even when you do nothing. And yes, maybe this thought is coming into your mind right now. So people avoid me because they feel small around me. Exactly. You don't make them insecure. Their insecurity reacts to you. But question 4 is even more surprising because it explains why your kindness makes some people lose respect for you. Question 4. Why does your kindness make people lose respect for you? Have you ever been kind, helpful, and supportive? Yet people treated you like you didn't matter. And maybe this thought came to you too. Why am I ignored when I never ignore anyone? Here's the dark truth. People confuse kindness with weakness. And when they think you are too nice, they assume you will always be available. Humans value what is rare and disrespect what is always there. Your kindness becomes predictable. Predictability becomes routine. Routine becomes background noise. So they ignore you. People also lose respect because kindness makes them comfortable. Too comfortable. Comfort turns into entitlement. Entitlement turns into ignorance. And maybe this thought hits you hardest. Do people treat me this way because I never say no? Yes. When you never say no, you teach people that your time, effort, and attention cost nothing. But here's the twist. People who take your kindness for granted are often the ones who need it the most, but they won't realize its value until you stop giving it. And question 5 explains the moment everything changes. Question 5. Why do people come back only when you're no longer accessible? Have you ever noticed how people suddenly appear again once you stop caring, stop calling, stop asking, and stop waiting? And maybe this thought crossed your mind too. Why do they come back now? Here's why. People don't value presence. They value absence. Your silence hits harder than your words ever did. When you were available, they took it for granted. When you disappeared, they felt the emptiness. It's human psychology. People feel more attracted to what they can't easily have. When you become less accessible, you become more valuable. When you stop giving attention, your energy becomes a mystery. When you stop chasing, they start remembering. And maybe this question is rising in your mind too. So people only appreciate me when I walk away? Yes. Distance makes them see what closeness blinded them to. Your absence forces them to confront their own behavior. They realize you were not too much. They were too blind. People return for 2 reasons. Either they truly realized your worth, or they simply don't like losing someone who once made them feel important. Either way, your power shows the moment you stop giving it freely. If this video opened your eyes, remember this. Being ignored does not reduce your value. It simply reveals who never deserved access to you in the first place. Your attention is a gift. Give it wisely. Your time is energy. Protect it. Your presence is power. Don't offer it to people who don't appreciate it. If you want more deep, dark psychology insights like this, make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button and turn on the notifications, because your self-awareness journey has only just begun.